Hey y'all, we're back with another episode of the Cowgirl Closet Podcast. I'm your host, Addy Ford. The Cowgirl Closet Podcast is a Worldwide Ranch production, and today we are in Las Vegas at Cowboy Christmas for the National Finals Rodeo. I'm so excited to get to share with y'all what this week holds. We have some super exciting things planned, but as of today, I'm excited because I get to sit down with Miss Elva Steinmetz. Elva, I'm so excited to get to talk to you, hear your story, and how far you've come in this journey of yours. Elva, welcome to the Cowgirl Closet Podcast. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Elva, for anyone who might be new to your page, how did your journey with horses and rodeo first begin?
So when I was about 3 years old, my dad had some cow horses and he just stuck me on them. And I went with him everywhere, just trail riding. And our neighbors are actually the Whitmeyers, and we had went over to their house and I had seen all of their horses and all of the things that they had. And I was just hooked from then on. And so I just said, I was like, I'm gonna do everything I can to have all of these horses. And that's where it started.
Okay. So you grew up like in this industry. That's so cool. Do you remember how old you were whenever you first got on a horse?
I think 3.
Wow.
I remember like sitting on it. I don't think I did very much, but I was sitting up there.
Hey, that's a start.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so what originally pulled you into the barrel racing, and what has kept you passionate about it all these years?
So when I was 7 years old, I had a couple friends in the 2nd grade talking about how they were going to go to some shodeos and just pretty much excited about all the events. And I was like, well, I have a horse. I could do that too. And so I went home, begged my dad, and he was like, I'll tell you what, if you come to the shodeo and watch it and you still want to do it, we'll go do it. And so the next time I went out there, I did it. I broke the pattern. I did awful. I didn't even own any barrels whenever I was starting. I practiced around logs in the pasture. And then finally he bought me some barrels. And what kind of kept me hooked on was I wanted to get better. I was fairly good for my age bracket and I guess the area that I was in. But as I expanded, I realized there was more competition and I wanted to be as good as they were. So I just kind of, I guess the competitive streak is what just has kept me in it.
That's a really good strength to have too. How old were you when this happened?
7 or 8. Yeah.
Wow. So you've been competitive for a while. That's good.
Very,
that's a really good trait
very
to have.
competitive.
All right, so you've created a community of over 1 million people online. Yes. What do you think connects your audience to you the most?
Oh my gosh,
kind
that's
of a hard question.
Yeah. I think the fact that I do not hide that I am very crazy and very just out there. I don't like try and play like I'm perfect or anything. So I'm just like, well, today I, ran into a gate and, like.
Yeah, you're just real.
Yeah, I'm just very real about everything that goes on. And so I try not to hide anything.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I mean, I've been following you, I think, since you started TikTok. And that's why, I've kept up with you because you are so real. And I'm a little crazy too. And it's fun.
Yay.
So.
Yeah, just a little feral.
Exactly. So. It's fun. So you started TikTok back in 2022, correct?
So actually I started in 2019.
Okay.
And that was kind of when my first few videos went viral. But I grew, and I think I reached 1 million in 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
so.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's so did you ever expect things to grow the way that they have for you? Or did that,
no.
were you like, holy crap?
I still have imposter syndrome to this day.
Yeah.
When I started, I just wanted to post like I was an influencer because I liked the way that they post things, but I never thought that I would ever even be able to get 1,000 likes on something. And so whenever my first video went viral, I was like, okay, cool, but it'll never happen again. Yeah. And then it kept happening and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself, but I guess this is great. So
how old were you in 2019?
I was.
Is that an appropriate question to ask?
Yes. Yeah. I think I was 17. I'm 23 now. Okay. So I think that's right.
That's pretty young. Were you just like, holy crap, my whole entire life is changing right now? Or
I didn't. I just knew that there was a lot of eyes on me.
Yeah.
But I didn't. From that age, I didn't realize there were a lot of people. I just seen the numbers. I didn't realize that there was. And until 22, when I came to NFR and I met everyone and I started doing meet and greets, I didn't realize
how many eyes really were on you.
That's when it started hitting me, and I was like, oh my gosh, people know
Like,
me.
I have
Yeah, I'm
fans.
like, that's crazy.
Well, I bet that feeling, that year was probably just
Yes.
incredible.
It was very
great.
incredible. Yeah, very exciting year.
So your content mixes humor, lifestyle, fitness, rodeo, and fashion.
Yes.
Obviously, look at her, everybody. How would you describe your approach to capturing real life on camera? That's kind of a hard question too.
Capturing real life on camera?
Yeah.
Well, usually Coulter, my little brother, I tell him just video this, and he just follows me around. And then I have friends that seem to like to video me because I'm doing something out of pocket all the time.
Yeah.
So that seems to be my only approach to it, is how I get the content.
My friends are kind of like that too, because I'm a little crazy, like
yes,
you're talking about, and I will do some random things, and it turns out to be pretty funny sometimes. Yeah. My friends will be like, "Oh, what is she gonna do now?" So,
yeah.
That's awesome.
They never know what's gonna happen next. So,
So, what has surprised you the most about becoming a major influencer in the Western world?
I think the brands that are wanting to work with me. I didn't ever think. I always seen all of these brands that they were what I wanted to wear. Never did I think that they were going to pay me to wear their,
like Double D.
Well, I don't work with Double D yet, but maybe one day.
Maybe, hey, so, Double D, if you're watching.
Yeah, if you're watching, I'd love to work with y'all.
Wait, but me too.
Yeah, both of us.
Literally. So, do you have a favorite video you have ever posted, or one that changed things for you?
Oh my gosh. My favorite video. I don't know if there is a specific video. I think the funny ones were always great. I think the ones that meant the most to me never went viral. Mm-hmm. They were the ones that I would always talk about kind of where I came from. Those usually never do good, but they were kind of more for me to post. So I'm not sure. I would say those, even though they didn't go viral, the ones that were kind of more meaningful and heartfelt were what I enjoyed the most.
Yeah. Was there a video that really changed things for you? Like maybe the first video that you posted, if you can even remember.
Yeah, so the first one that went viral was in 2019, and I was in IHOP, and it was some crazy trending sound. And I had just taken a video of myself with my truck and trailer, and everyone was like, "You shouldn't be driving that." And all the hate comments flew in.
And you're like, "Wait a minute, you don't know me."
And so
I can do hard things too.
And it bothered me at first because I was like, "Look at all these people, they don't think I can drive this truck or should have this truck." But I didn't realize every viral video has a ton of hate comments. So that's when it first changed, was just some stupid video of me in my truck.
Yeah.
And
So how do you stay grounded and authentic while creating content on the scale?
I always tell myself, you're not a celebrity. You are just
kind of
a small... I try not to look at it that way because I'm just from a small town. I love my small town. And so when I'm creating content, I just look at it from, I'm just here sharing my life. It's not anything special, but people like to see it. So
well, that's good that you keep yourself humble in that way.
Yes, I try very hard to. Some people say I'm a little bit too hard on myself, but
hey, it's okay, because look where that's gotten you.
Yes,
I mean, you're doing great things. So
very.
All right, so let's kind of talk about your rodeo life.
Okay.
Barrel racing is such a physical and mentally demanding sport. What does preparing for a run look like for you?
So usually I'm on futurity colt right now. So they need a lot more tuning than your average. Just keep them in shape, tune on them here and there. They need a lot of bringing them back down, maybe amping them a little bit up. So if I have a rodeo Friday, Saturday, I will usually kind of Monday, Tuesday, I'll work them into it. Wednesday, I'll tune on them. If the run before wasn't perfect, if there was something that needed worked on, and I'll usually tune on them for 3 days, and then I'll go to the rodeo. And then if they do good, then I kind of back off the next week.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you have any pre-run routines or habits that help you get focused and ready?
Oh, I always pray every time before a run.
Absolutely.
Because I am terrified. Every time I go in there, I'm so terrified. And then my biggest thing is that I just pray, and every time before I run, I want to throw up. So that is my routine. I
you
see myself in the corner, just trying to throw up. Yeah.
So is there any snacks? So I grew up cheerleading, and I always used to have to drink chocolate milk and eat mini Oreos before. Weirdest thing ever.
That is very weird.
So weird.
Yeah.
But that's what I kind of had to do before a competition or anything. Did you have anything like that? certain snack or something?
I would always just drink Pepsi. If I didn't
Yeah.
drink a Pepsi, I'd have a headache, which that's just an everyday thing.
Yeah.
But it's not like I have to have something. I need to eat something,
Right.
but it doesn't
Right.
matter what it is,
Okay.
as long as it's food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have something in your system.
Yes, yeah.
So, what is one rodeo moment that always sticks with you,
Okay.
whether inspirational or just funny?
So, I guess the biggest thing that I always look back to is like, I always struggle if I should be even rodeoing because it's been a very hard road for me. So, one of the biggest things I always look back to is I was 17 years old. I had just obliterated the pattern. I wasn't doing any good. I was headed home and I wanted jerky, and I stopped at this like jerky stand, and this guy, they were closed. He comes out and he was like, God just told me to tell you to do whatever that you need to do and keep going, and like prayed over me and like told me things about me that he would have never known. And so I always look back on that. I'm always like, and so every time I'm like questioning if I should be doing this, he told me that day, he was like, you're going to come up with new and innovating ways in the industry. Don't stop. And so I always look back on that.
And that is God seriously working his ways.
Yes.
And like, seriously, that's incredible. That's awesome. Like,
It's a very
that's
meaningful
gonna hit home
time.
with
Yeah.
me. Yeah, well, that's
I
a
haven't
great
told
story.
anyone that, I don't think. So
Really?
yeah, that's a very like,
I would tell the world that. Like, seriously, that is such a
I've kept that to
God-driven moment.
myself since that was 2018. Yeah.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you told me that.
Yeah.
What do you love the most about the rodeo community and the Western lifestyle as a whole?
Oh my gosh. The rodeo community. That's a hard question. I don't know. I think I just love the atmosphere. Everyone's willing to help each other.
Yeah.
You get the mean girls that are in,
Yeah.
but
That's an everyday life.
every
too.
day, yeah. So, but majority of the industry wants to help each other. They are always reaching helping hands. So I think that's what I love the most about it.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so now let's kind of step into the fashion side of things.
Oh my gosh.
You have an incredible sense of personal style, obviously.
Thank
Look
you.
at you. How would you describe your signature Western fashion look?
Very, I think I would consider it a little bit more on the safe side. I don't try and do anything super outrageous, but I do like to have a little bit of something that pops.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I try and stay super on trend with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's like nothing like I'm not gonna set the trends because I don't want to go crazy with it.
Well, I mean, hey,
So-
girl, you have the influence to do so.
Yeah,
You
thank
really
you.
do.
I don't know if I could pull it off. Like I'm like
You
that looks
could.
good, and then everyone's like, no.
But also, people's opinions don't matter.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
don't matter.
So I'm getting a little bit better about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, I say that too. So I went to school for fashion design.
Oh,
grown up-
awesome.
yeah, I've grown up. That was not a word. Here we go.
Gosh.
Anyway, I grew up, loving fashion, and
Right.
so I am allowed to tell you that others people's opinions do not matter.
It doesn't matter.
So-
No, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, seriously. But how do you think your style has changed in the past couple of years, and do you think social media has had an influence on that?
Yes. So before, I would have dressed up a little bit, but I don't even think I would have worn something like as cute as this. I was very plain. I wouldn't even show that I was into the Western in the Western industry fashion until I had went viral for it, and people were like, "We like that." I didn't think people wanted to see that.
Really?
So yeah, it changed a lot, and now it's crazy because now I have my own brand,
yeah.
and I'm like launching my jean
Yeah.
company. So
Congratulations on that, by the way.
thank you.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's
So that's
awesome.
changed a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
Well, I love your style and
Well, thank
all
you.
the things. So, okay, now kind of touching on the NFR a little bit.
Okay.
What are your go-to staples when you're planning outfits for the NFR?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like that's hard because it changes every year.
It changes
almost.
every year. The last 2 years, I've done Double D Ranch.
Mhm.
I would always either buy off Poshmark or
Yep.
something off of them.
Mhm.
I like the vintage pieces because you most of the time won't see them,
Right.
at the NFR because it's, kind of like out of style.
Yeah.
So I try and restyle some vintage pieces, which you'll see a lot this year.
Yeah. I'm
and
so excited.
Some last year. And then every year I love pointed toe boots. So that
Yes,
goes with
girl.
everything,
Yeah.
area higher.
And it's very feminine too.
Yes.
I think.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even take a square toe up here. I rodeo in square toe,
Yeah.
but pointed toe all day long.
I actually, thinking at it or about that, I don't think I have any square-toed boots with me.
You don't either?
I have to really think about it. I brought like 11 pair of boots. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I don't think so. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. No, they look great. They go with everything.
Yeah,
so
they really
that's
do.
all I brought.
Yeah. So, what Western fashion trends are you loving going into NFR in 2026?
I have always been a denim on denim girl.
Cute.
So I
Love
will
it.
do that every single year. I don't think that's ever a trend that's going to go out.
I agree.
It's very, I love the fur. I never
I love
thought I
fur.
would wear the fur,
Yeah.
but I have 2 fur coats that I'm wearing this year. And
Okay,
so,
cute.
yeah, I love the fur trend. I don't even know if that's a trend. That's just,
I think
know.
it. I don't know. I brought a lot of fur too.
You did?
Mhm.
Yeah. I
And
think
sequins.
that was a thing. I mean, it looks good and you can't really wear it anywhere
And
else. So.
exactly, like it's December. I mean, you live in Oklahoma. I live in Texas.
Yeah. Where am I
We
going to
don't
wear that
really
in
get to
Oklahoma?
wear that kind of stuff much
Yes.
unless it's like a cold front comes in, and that's rare.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
are there any small businesses, designers, or boutiques you are especially excited to wear and support during this year's NFR?
So this year, I am very excited to represent War Bonnet Hats. I worked with them, I think, in November, and I'm just in awe with their brand. Their hats are well made. This is War Bonnet.
Yep.
And then the people are genuine
Yeah.
that are behind the brand. So I'm very excited to be
That's
wearing
awesome.
their pieces.
Do they have a booth here?
They
I'm
do.
guessing?
I think it's
I need to go
right
check
there.
it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's right
period.
across there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I know what we're doing after.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do
I know. I'm
after this.
going straight over there.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you heard of NRS?
I
Indicator?
have, yes.
Okay, do you shop with them much?
I do.
Yeah.
A lot.
Awesome. Well, fun fact, my aunt is the woman's buyer over there.
Are you
so-
serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
cool.
actually styled me for a couple outfits for this week.
Awesome.
So I'm really excited.
Oh, I bet they're good.
Yeah, well, I'll send you pictures.
Yeah, just send me photos.
What is a Western trend you hope never goes out of style?
Oh my gosh.
That's a hard question too. For me personally, I think it would be like for the fashion side, tall boots.
Oh my
like
gosh, yeah,
knee-highs.
tall boots all day
I love
long.
that.
I love the tall boots. I don't know. I feel like they're all good. Like if you want
Yeah.
to bring it back, you know what? This is not the question, but I wish skinny jeans would come back. I feel like there's a lot of outfits that you could do with the Western industry.
I will sit here and tell you right now, I never got rid of my skinny jeans and everything.
Really?
I still wear them. Yes.
See,
So I'm so glad you said
I think
that.
if next year if we can get skinny jeans to come back,
Okay, well, we can do it together.
Yes,
'cause
yeah.
I still have my skinny jeans in my closet.
Yes, that's why I'm like skinny jeans need to come back. I wasn't brave enough to set that this year, but maybe next year
Okay,
we can
well,
do
yeah,
it.
we can
Yeah.
work together and
Yeah.
we can do it.
Skinny
starting
jeans.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, maybe not. I did not bring them.
Yeah.
But
No, not this year, but next
Wait,
year.
I'm
yeah.
so glad you said that.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so how does rodeo life influence your everyday fashion choices?
Oh my goodness. Obviously the popular thing in rodeo is trouser jeans. So 9 times out of 10, you will catch me in a trouser jean. I'm
Yeah.
always in trousers, wide leg all the time.
Yeah.
So rodeoing at home, if I'm going out, I'm in a wide leg trouser jean.
Okay,
And that's
nice.
from wanting to rodeo in them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. So when you pack for the NFR, I feel like I know the answer to this question, but do you plan every outfit ahead of time or do you decide as you go?
So this year I started 6 months in advance and I started pulling pieces together.
I should have done that, but we'll talk about that in a second.
And then I was like, I don't want to wear any of this. So then I like would change. So the years before I would just buy stuff as I went. I would come here and get pieces. This year I did end up taking the pieces that I was like, I don't know if I'm going to wear that. And they ended up like doing really well. But yeah, I mean, I'm very a type B person, so I won't wear something. I will do it last minute. That's pretty much, yeah.
Okay, that was me. Friday night, I packed for 9 hours.
Oh my gosh.
'Cause
You
I
did
was
it
like-
that last minute?
That last minute. Like, I went up to NRS on Friday morning to pick up the clothes that they were styling me with, and
Oh my gosh.
I didn't end up going up there to get styled until I think the Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I got styled Wednesday, went up there to pick up the clothes Friday, went straight home, packed until like 9:30 p.m.
That's very type B. Yeah, I don't.
My stress
yeah.
was through the roof.
I bet
And
it was. I didn't do that, but yeah.
No,
so-
I do not recommend doing that. And
That
all
would've
my
been
friends
very
too, they put
stressful.
together like boards of like, oh, their daytime outfits, their
Oh,
nighttime
I
outfits.
know.
My friends are like, Addy, you need to do this. you need
I
to
don't
do
do
this.
that
And I was
either.
like, I don't have time. It's fine. I can figure it out.
I know, and I feel like I do better seeing it on and trying it as I go.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Yeah, that was my little debacle.
Yeah.
It was crazy. My mom was like, I can't be here. She left. Like, she was like, you're on
She's
your own,
done with
sister.
it. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, so what is one must-have item that stays in your NFR bag at all times?
A leather jacket every year.
Me too.
A leather
we might
jacket.
be best friends. Like,
yeah,
seriously.
so much alike.
Yeah. Wait, we're both wearing leather
Yeah,
too.
we're both doing it.
Period.
Yeah, leather jacket.
That's
all day
another trend
long.
that I hope doesn't go out of style.
Oh,
I love
never.
leather.
I don't
Love
think it ever will. And
hope
if it
not.
does, I'm still gonna wear it.
Me too.
Yeah,
See,
it's
there
so
we go.
cute. Yeah.
If you could style anyone at the NFR, who would it be and why? Besides me, of course.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I've never thought about that. I don't think I have like the best fashion sense, so I'm like, I gotta worry about dressing myself.
Before somebody else.
Yeah, I probably one of the guys, like one of the guys in the
Oh.
rodeo. Like
Yeah.
I would just want to make them like because Rocker Steiner has
Yeah.
like the coolest outfits. So if we could style
Yeah,
one
his
of the guys,
stylist.
it has to be himself.
Really?
But
You
there's
think so?
I would think.
Surely. I
He
guess
has that
sometimes
vibe.
guys don't think like that.
No, you wouldn't think. That's why I'm like, we need to find someone that would, do
Yeah.
that. So
That's not what I was expecting you to say.
Yeah.
So great answer. All right. What would your perfect NFR night look like?
oh my gosh, in bed with food. Like, I'm like,
Like to where I won't be tired or
yes,
get sick.
yeah. I'm
Anything?
like in bed watching the NFR. No, probably going to see the rodeo and then going straight back to the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm very like, I just want to go and then go back.
Like do what you need to be,
yeah.
or do what needs to be done. and
I'm not gonna
back.
go explore Vegas. I've seen it.
No,
I don't care.
You've been coming here for so long. I'm sure you've done it all.
I'm
and now
burnt
you're
out.
Like, yeah. Now it's like a work trip.
Yes, yeah. It is a work trip, and
Yeah.
so I don't look at it any other way, and I just want to go back to my room every
Yeah.
chance I get. So,
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? You're maturing, I
Yeah.
guess, because I want to say I'm the same way, but like I still want to go do. I don't know.
I get a little bit.
3
of
years from
FOMO.
now, I'll
Yeah.
probably just want to go back to my room.
Yeah,
But anyway, I'm
I get
laughing.
it. Yeah.
All right, so we have to talk about something the internet
Oh my
absolutely
gosh.
loved,
Okay.
because obviously you took social media by a storm when this happened.
Okay.
So Elva, tell us about the surprise wedding. What inspired the
gosh.
idea, and how did it all come together?
So I had the day before we decided we were gonna do the wedding. I had went to a wedding up in I think it was Ohio, and it was amazing. It was a beautiful wedding, and we were sitting there, and I was like, we need to just get married, but I don't want to elope. Because, well, I guess we kind of did elope, but I wanted a full wedding, but we were wanting to build a house. And I was like, I'm not getting married, or I'm not building a house until we're married. And
girl,
so,
smart girl.
yeah, I was like, either we're doing this now or never. So we ended up, which I knew he was about to propose.
Mhm.
So I said, I'm not even going to be surprised now because I've hounded him, like
Yeah,
asked,
like you know it's gonna happen.
yeah, like I was already expecting it. And I was like, I think it's going to be better if we just do a surprise wedding and we don't tell anyone and we pull it off.
That is so bad.
Yeah.
Actually, that's awesome.
He was in North Dakota and I called him and I was like, what if we just did this? And I didn't think he was going to agree.
Mhm.
And he did. And I was like, okay.
I'm kind of shocked that he agreed to like do it. Like then he's like, okay, fine, I'll propose like tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He came home. We took engagement pictures and then, yeah. So
And then so you planned your wedding in what was it, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah. So
Dress and all.
dress and all. I called the venue to make sure we could get, and it started out as like a little elopement, I think with like 75 people. And then whenever I was like, surely we can keep it under 75.
Yeah. You're like, no, there's no way.
No. So we moved it to a full blown wedding. The venue was amazing. I got married at 1684
Yeah.
in Tenkiller, Oklahoma. They did everything. They made it easy. And
Yeah.
I think that's why they had, somebody there for the bar. They had a wedding coordinator. They
Yeah.
had everything.
You think that's
So-
kind of why you were able to do it?
Yes,
short
100%.
notice.
She knew exactly what to do. She hooked me up with everyone, and there wasn't really much that I needed to do.
Yeah.
And then I reached out to Birdie Bridal, and they're like, "Yeah, girl, come down and get a dress." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Perfect," because I don't know what else I'm gonna do.
Actually, that's one of our questions, so I'm super excited to talk about
Yeah.
that. But let's talk about your stress level. Like, were you super stressed in those 2 weeks? Were you like, this is a great idea? Hey, I'm terrified. Maybe not. Or were you just like, let's buckle up and do it?
I really don't think I was that stressed about it. When I got the venue and the dress, everything
like
else
set.
fell together. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so usually I am more like, like, let's
Mhm.
get this done. But I was pretty calm. My friends probably won't say that, but
Yeah.
I felt like I was fairly good. Now, the day of the wedding, I was snappy,
Yeah.
but
Well, it's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I'm
was
sure
like-
if I ever get married, I will be too.
yeah. But I felt like I was pretty easygoing for the most part,
Yeah.
leading up to it. And so I don't know. So-
I feel like in situations like that, you kind of black out a little. You know?
I did. And I work well under pressure.
Yeah.
So whenever I was like, okay, I have this long,
Mhm.
I just started making the calls. If you give me time, I will procrastinate it. And
Yeah.
I knew if he would have proposed and we would have given ourselves a year, I would have put this off till the last 2 weeks anyways.
Right.
So
I would do the same thing.
yeah,
Elva.
yeah, there was nothing. Yeah. So
Awesome. So I saw all of your content, all your pictures and the videos, your dress. It was absolutely stunning,
Thank
beautiful.
you.
I cannot believe you did that in 2 weeks. Seriously.
very nice.
Looked like it was months to plan. So yeah, tell us about, if you can even remember, like your favorite part of your big day.
Oh my gosh, probably the first dance. I think that was like my
Aw.
favorite part of the entire thing. We
Yeah.
picked like a fun little song. He has never danced in his life, and I told him,
Really?
like, yes, he would never
kinda
two-step.
shocks me.
Yeah, nothing. And I was like, this is important to me. I want to do this,
Yeah.
And he practiced every night. The time he got home from North Dakota from work, and he figured it out.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, I don't think he can do that, and he did it. And
He
he was
did
telling
it?
me how to do it. So I
Well,
mean, it worked.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah.
That's great. All right, so back to your wedding dress. Birdie
Yes.
Bridal played a huge role. They helped you out. They
they did.
got you the dress in the 2 weeks, which is incredible.
It was insane. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your experience working with Birdie Bridal?
So I had actually went to another wedding dress shop before, and my experience was awful. I was like, they were not helpful. When I went to Birdie Bridal, it was so refreshing. I had the entire store to myself. They had
That's great.
booked it off for me.
Did you go to which location did you go to?
Fort Worth. Yes, I went to Fort Worth,
Love them there.
and I had a dress in mind, and it was there. And I
Amazing.
thought that was the one I was going to walk away with, and I did not pick that one, which was crazy.
I feel like that happens a lot.
It does happen a lot. The dress that I got was, my friend was over there, and she looked at it and she's like, I don't think she's gonna like this one, but she's gonna try it on anyways. Puts it in there for me. I had put on like the silhouette of it, but there was another piece over, and the lady was like, I don't think you're gonna like that, so just see it without it. And we put the over piece over. I started crying. I was like, this is the one. Yeah. So it was amazing. Yeah, it was a great experience.
That's incredible.
And
I
it
love
fit
everyone over
pretty
there.
good, so
Yeah, I think I was talking to somebody the other day about it that works there, and they said the same thing. They're like, it basically fit her too.
right, yeah,
So,
like a glove.
yeah.
It was, I wish I got it a little bit shorter.
Mhm.
I threw up on my dress on my wedding day. I did.
Before.
After. Yeah.
Wait, tell us about that.
Yeah.
What? Like, was it nerves? Was it?
It was, no, so we had gotten married. Everything was fine. I do not like to drink anymore. Liquor makes me sick.
Yeah.
And so everyone's buying you shots at your
Yeah.
wedding. So I feel obligated to take them.
Right.
3 or 4 tequila shots in,
And
I'm
you're like, oh
on
my
the ground. So
gosh.
I laid down so I wasn't on the toilet, like
Yeah.
forcing myself to throw up. And then I just barfed on my wedding dress. Yeah.
Was the night almost over?
Kind of, yeah. But
What'd you do?
so the throw up was clear because I hadn't ate that day.
And it was tequila.
It was tequila.
That's good.
So I just stunk, but
oh my
no one
gosh.
could see it.
Well, you know what? That is a dang good memory, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
You don't hear that all the time.
Nope. It's yep.
Oh my god.
So that's not getting reused, but
Oh, I did not know that.
yeah,
Wow.
I did. I threw up on my
Well, you
dress.
know what? It's a great story to tell your
Yeah,
kids one day.
I really should have had a second look, but I wanted to wear that dress like the whole time.
Yeah.
And so I ended up like just throwing up on it. There was some wine spilled on it. It was
And
fine.
you're like, you know what? This is my wedding.
Yep.
It's fine.
It is. I'm never going to wear it again. But then I
Okay.
forgot that I had bridals the next day because I didn't have time to do bridals before.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it was, yeah, I was like putting it on. I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to make me throw up again. It stinks so bad. Yeah.
But did you end up putting it on and taking your bridals?
I did. I put it on and took my
Holy
bridals.
crap. Oh my god.
It was awful.
I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. It was very
You
awful.
are a trooper.
Thank
So,
you.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyways, So what was your reaction like from your followers when you posted everything?
So,
I know my reaction personally,
my
but
gosh.
I said, wait a minute. I just saw a video of her 2 weeks ago saying she wasn't even engaged yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like,
I
what?
baited that. I was like, oh,
That
I'm
is
gonna make them.
amazing.
And there were so many comments, and they were like, you are pressuring him. He's never going to do it now. And like all this stuff. And I was like, y'all just wait.
You don't even know.
Yeah,
Like,
you have
don't
no
even know.
idea.
You probably had a ring on in that video.
Yeah.
Like haha.
Yep. I would
great.
take it off like right before I would take the video and be like, he hasn't proposed.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
so smart too. I love that. You're hilarious. All right, so looking back now, what made the day feel the most meaningful to you?
Probably we gave people 2 weeks to make this wedding, and all the people that dropped everything, traveled, all over to make that wedding and make us feel special, and not like just left after the ceremony. I mean, they stayed for the whole thing. Yeah. Being surrounded by our friends and family, that meant a lot.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right. So you share a lot of fitness and training routines. How does fitness support your life as an athlete and a creator?
So I grew up running track, and so I love to run.
Did you run like long or short? You
I
look
did
like
both.
a sprinter.
I was
Okay.
a sprinter. I was really good at it. Second fastest girl on the team.
Period.
Really good.
As you should.
And then the coach was like, you should do long distance. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. And
like 800 long distance? Or
like
like
3 miles.
Oh, like cross country?
Yes.
Nope.
And so he made me, so I didn't do long distance at track. I did hurdles and sprints. And then he had me do cross country, the same coach. And so I had actually gotten in the wrong race as an 8th grader and ran with the college girls at OSU and won,
How
I
does
believe
that
it
happen?
was
You won?
3rd place. Yeah, with college girls. Yeah, so I still have that medal.
That's a story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would keep that. For
Yeah.
Hey, I was an 8th grader running against OSU
college girls. And that was my first cross country race. I had only trained for a mile, and I ran 3 miles that day. And I was like,
got third.
so it's
Wow.
mind over matter, and I've kept that till now. And so you got to build your core strength.
Yeah.
And
So when you ran that, did you know going into it that they were in college, or did you not find that out
No,
until
I had no
after?
idea. I remember seeing the mile marker as I was running. So I got in the wrong race. I was supposed to be running with 8th graders.
Yeah.
I seen the mile marker, and I was like, either I'm dumb and I don't know what this means, or I just ran a mile and the finish line's not here.
Right.
So I kept running, and then mile marker 2 came, and I was like, I'm about to like die in these woods. And I just kept running, and then I sprinted the last of it, and I was like, I don't know how that just happened, but it happened.
That's
so
crazy.
yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Sorry, a little bit off topic, but
No, you're good. So how do you balance competing, filming, traveling, and keeping up with such a big audience?
I have a lot of good friends.
Yeah.
And my brain just works like all over the place. This is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing tomorrow. I don't think about it.
Yeah.
And so I don't really have a method. I just do it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
about
I feel
it.
like that's, in today's day and age. Did I say that right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's kind of what you have to do.
That's what you have
honestly.
to do. Yeah. I have my priorities. Like every day I ride, and then everything else is kind of extra.
Right.
But I kind of
Yeah.
make it work.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we're kind of starting to wrap up here a little bit.
'Kay.
So last couple questions. What are you most excited for? Let me repeat that. See? Told you I'm going to stutter at some point.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about for this year's NFR?
Okay. My favorite thing is Trisha Aldridge making the NFR on audios. That is what I'm excited for.
Okay, awesome.
So I'm going tonight to watch, and I'm very
that's gonna be so
excited to go
fun.
watch him run. I've gotten to watch him run at the futurities and stuff, but it's really cool to see a futurity horse. And I think futurity horses are like taking over rodeo world. I mean, which they already were, but nobody knew what futurities were until Cassie Mowry won it last year. And now everyone's like opening their eyes to a whole other world of a group of girls that are still really amazing.
Yeah.
They just don't rodeo.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see a lot of futurity trainers out in the rodeo
Well, I'm
world
excited
this year.
for you. That'll be so fun. What can fans expect to see from you in the next year?
So within the next year, I've already launched my jean company.
Yep.
You guys can expect to see a lot more jeans.
Period. Can't wait.
More clothing designs. I'm not going to say too much.
That's
and
exciting.
hopefully next year a booth at NFR.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
if and when that happens, I'm so excited for you, and I'll
Yeah.
be sure to stop by.
You better.
Yeah, we'll manifest. it
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
Okay, so for anyone listening who wants to follow their own rodeo or content journey, what is one piece of advice that you would like to share?
What you think isn't going to go viral will go viral.
Okay.
If you try too hard, most of the time, it's not going to do well.
Yeah.
So post what's authentic to you, even if you don't think it's going to go viral.
Yeah,
because
and-
all the videos I didn't think were going to go viral went viral.
And here you are.
Yeah, here I am. Yeah,
Hey,
so
that's great. All right, Elva, so one last question.
Okay.
Where can everyone who's following along with us today follow your personal journey?
So you can find me on TikTok my handle is Elva May Steinmetz Dahlem, and then my Instagram is Elva M Steinmetz Dahlem as well.
Well, awesome. Anyways, once again, Elva, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
Cowra
you for
Closet
having me.
podcast. Yeah, I've loved getting to know you and
Well,
hearing
thank
about your
you.
story.
Thank
so
you.
I hope you have a great rest of your trip here in
Thank you.
Vegas.
You too.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for listening to the special NFR edition of the Cowra Closet podcast. I want to say a huge thank you to Miss Elva for joining us today. Your energy, honesty, and how seriously real you are has been so amazing to hear. I literally love your lifestyle and what you're doing on the internet. So it's been so great to talk to you. We are truly grateful for your time and the stories that you shared with us. They were great to hear. We also want to say a big thank you to the partners who made these NFR episodes possible. Thank you to NRS, Birdie Bridal, Cowboy This LLC, and Macy Bean Boots for supporting this show and helping us bring these conversations to life here in Las Vegas. The Cowra Closet podcast is a worldwide ranch production, and we are proud to share these moments with all of you during the NFR this week. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, I'm your host, Addy Ford, and I'll see you where the ranch meets the runway.